Isabel, walk us through what we know so far.
Brittany, it has been chaos here on Bergen Line Avenue since around 5 p.m. That's when Thanksgiving took a turn for the worse for these poor residents who live in this building on the corner, which went up in flames. Certainly was a shock for the mother and children who were in the house this morning. Let's take a look here at this gaping hole in the home right here. Luckily, they were not injured. I'm here with the students at Central Elementary School, where we are celebrating Ruby Bridges and learning about her bravery. This is Ariana and Gaddy. What does your sign say?
It says, we hide Ruby Bridges.
So that is part of her legacy, and we spoke with the superintendent more about what this means for the students and why they're learning about her today. Simon, there have been 10 sightings of Cavalcante since his escape, mostly in the Pocopson Township region, but authorities are becoming increasingly desperate. Police say they found the body of an 85-year-old man who was struck and killed in a hit-and-run incident last night. This is not the first fatal car accident we've seen in Jersey City this week.
Our Isabel Latourist is live tonight in Plainfield with more on what is next. Isabel.
It's been over a week since dozens of residents were evicted from their Plainfield apartments on West 7th Street. Here on Arlington Ave, the same situation, the same landlord, and a very similar story.
A lot of people lost a lot of things, and a lot of people don't have the money to go and buy more stuff. They don't even have the money to go and rent another apartment.
This is the reality for hundreds of Plainfield residents who are facing uncertainty following a string of evictions in the area.
The owner does have more properties that are either going to be shut down and have already been shut down.
Blanco says that means a lot of families facing homelessness at the start of the school year. She says she's yet to speak with anyone who has received a long-term housing solution from the city.
The narrative has been that everyone is in housing and that everyone has been taken care of, but that's just not the case.
Flor Gonzalez says that's because the apartments house mostly families.
We have places that have telling them that they're not going to rent them with children. We have places that then have tell them, the rent is $2,000 plus $80 for each children.
In a statement today, the Plainfield mayor encouraged the tenants to utilize the city's social services, which are based out of the Performing Arts Center. Concerned resident Sarah Virgo spoke with tenants tonight, trying to understand what exactly it is that they need.
There are a lot of immediate needs as far as just funds and cash. In addition, I think a lot of legal help is needed.
We spoke with a Plainfield city councilman who says he believes more than 100 residents from these Arlington Avenue buildings still haven't received any housing assistance from the city. He said he believes something was clearly handled incorrectly here, and his message to the residents: this isn't over. In Plainfield, Isabel Latourist, News 12 New Jersey.
I heard that just a loud bang.
Claude Bambury was standing in his yard across the street on Asbury Road when the bus took a turn for the worst.
By the time I turned around, it was between the two trees already.
The bus took out a mailbox and hit the utility pole before slamming into the corner of the house on this otherwise quiet road.
It's the first I've seen something like this.
Bambury says the police were quick to respond, initially unsure about possible injuries.
We found that the bus had crashed into the living room section of the house. There was no students on board. There were 2 young children and their mother inside the house.
Howell Patrol Lieutenant Christian Antones says the 22-year-old driver was not seriously injured and reveals the possible cause of the crash.
The driver of the bus appears to have fallen asleep, and he'd suffered some facial injuries, but he was transported to the hospital and seems to be doing all right.
It may have been a rainy day today, but that's not stopping people from coming out to East Brunswick's Winter Wonder Lights and enjoying the Christmas spirit from the backseat of their car.
People are in their car. They don't have to get out. They can roll their windows up.
Co-organizer of Winter Wonder Lights, Roger Abuchon, says this particular holiday activity is designed to withstand a gloomy forecast.
They can stay warm when it's really cold, and our lights are, for the most part, weatherproof.
With more than 2 million lights, the display brings joy to the community every year, going up the day after Thanksgiving and shining bright through the end of the year for families to enjoy.
It's tradition now. They're starting to get into the Christmas spirit. They're spending quality family time in the car. They're singing to their songs. They're checking out the lights, and they're getting their oohs and ahs and their smiles on.
The entrance fee is $30 per car, and you can purchase those tickets online or on site. Abuchon estimates that more than 15,000 vehicles come through each year, ready with snacks and good spirits.
It's amazing.
some popcorn, some hot chocolate, some tea for us.
We love it, right?
Yeah,
Right, guys?
definitely.
This holiday spectacular started 20 years ago as a passion project between two friends who share a love of Christmas lights.
It's a hobby that turned into a profession.
And this is no small feat. They say the setup takes 2 months, and each year the pair adds more lights to the show with one goal in mind.
It's about, bringing the community together, bringing people out, smiles on people's faces.
Regardless of the weather, this winter wonderland is open 7 days a week, rain or shine, for your enjoyment. As you can see, it does get a little busy here over the weekends, so if you want to try avoiding those crowds, you might come out during the week. In East Brunswick, Isabel Latourse, News 12 New Jersey.